Hey bofrotqueens, how are you guys doing? Welcome back. It's your girl Olivia.
It's your girl Gyawa Freeman, and we're back with another video.
So today is Girls Talk. Sit and enjoy and listen. I hope you enjoy
Get your drinks, guys, because we're about to
spill some tea. So we have two special guests on our channel, and Gyawa will introduce them.
We have our good sis Dorrins. Come on, girl. I heard you.
Come through.
Hi, guys. And then we have our good sis Konadu. We are a little shy, guys, but
Just bear with us, because this tea is good. So the topic for today is what?
how to get rid of toxic people in our lives, is it?
Just cut them off.
It ain't
Cut 'em off.
She said cut them.
Hey.
Cut them.
And listen, it don't even gotta be just your friends. Like your family can be toxic
Family,
too.
anybody you come in contact with can be toxic.
Yes.
But
Anybody close to you.
we're talking about how to get rid of them. So, how do you get rid of toxic people in your life?
Really, I'ma just give you space until you get some common sense. Come to your senses. You learn how to treat me because I'm not doing that. Like if it's gonna cost me my peace,
No, for real.
you cannot be in my space. Like
Common sense isn't common. I thought it was, but apparently not.
How do I deal with toxic people? That's such a broad topic, and it's a hot topic as well. How do I deal with toxic people? I just started learning how to deal with toxic people, but I just feel like, what do they say? They say actions speak louder than words.
for sure.
So yeah, I go with vibes. So I deal with people's vibes,
The energy
and
too.
the energies that the people give me will determine how I treat you. So if I feel like I'm always the one checking up on you,
Not receiving
Or-
the same kind of energy.
yes, honey, you gotta be cut off.
Gotta go. Bye. Period.
Doreen, how do you deal with toxic people?
Well, I would say just block them and if they won't go away, just stop. Don't reply. Just
Right.
leave it to them. Like toxic people, like they say, can be anyone. It can be on the road while you're driving. That person honking behind you. Just, don't even look back at them. Just keep driving forward. Like, what can they do? You're not looking at them. You're not
True.
giving your attention to them. So, hey, nothing much.
As
you
for
can do.
me, toxic people. Whoo! I know a lot of women in my life.
Examples, please.
Well, with me, how I deal with toxic, I just like, I don't want to use the word cut off because I'm a nice person. Quote unquote. I'm a nice person, so I give like how she said like people breaks time to think on, because a lot of people don't even like
Realize what
think
they're
they're
going through.
toxic, like they're a
Yeah.
toxic person. So I like to like leave people alone. Even if you like try to text me, I'm going to ignore you. Until like we have that conversation like, oh, see, I realized what I did wrong. And sometimes it's just not even them. It's like how I handled that situation. So it's really a break. That's how I deal with toxic people. Unless if like I feel like I don't need to have you in my life or in my circle, because you don't even need a lot of friends. You should have a little small group of friends to motivate you, push you, and not too many people is not good.
But first, before all those friends, be your own friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Guys.
First.
Self-love is
Self-love.
everything. I'm telling you.
And I also think self-realization is important. If you feel like you are toxic and you need to do your own reevaluation, then fix that. It's not always going to be the other person that's toxic,
Right.
but if you realize that you have toxic tendencies, just work on yourself first.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people don't even realize. I'm pretty sure all of us here, we have a toxic trait, but like,
Yes.
we don't really talk about it because it's like, oh, it's always somebody. But we,
Speaking of toxic traits, can you guys name at least one toxic trait you guys have
That's toxic.
that you realized about yourself?
I think mine is I meet a lot of new people, but I don't stay connected. Like, it's kind of like it's not being fake. That's not my intention, but like a lot of times I might like walk past a person that I've met before, and it's not because, you know, I don't want anything to do with them. It's just, I don't know, I don't really bother to stay connected to people, even if like sometimes like family, like I don't call them or stuff like that. So I think that's something I need to work on, and I'm definitely trying, but I still need a little bit more work.
I'm the opposite. I go above and beyond to text, call.
She do. I'll be telling her like, you doing too much. Okay.
Because I feel like sometimes I'm a people person or I'm a people pleaser, but I'm learning to learn people's vibes. If I'm texting you too much or I'm reaching
And you're not replying.
and I'm not getting replies.
You're reading
or
my messages.
you're reading my messages and you're leaving me on red, and like I'm always the one calling you, and it's not. I mean, then again, I have learned that people are different. People's personality are different. Some people are shy or are not good at replying calls or texts. So you just have to learn how people are. Like some people are texters. Some people are good at calling. So
Yeah, some people do better if you make plans to, you know, see them.
yeah. And so
Like she be wanting me to call her. I'm like, girl, I text. I don't call. Like,
But I feel like even with that, even if you're not a texter or a person who like being on the phone, mind you, if it was like you, if I'm not replying, you could be like, this girl don't care about me no more. She Hollywood, she this and she that. Like, it's not even like that. You just, that person also got to reach out too. So you cannot feel that, oh,
It's a
she
one
don't
way.
want, right,
It's a
one-way
one-way
street.
street.
Because me personally, that means I'm not calling you anywhere. But like, yeah. But since we're on me, I guess my toxic trait I would say is I don't like, if I'm in a situation or a problem, I don't really like solving it. I'd rather be a quiet person, like not talk about it, instead of like actually, you know, sitting down with the person or like having that conversation. I love avoiding, like, I'll just, we not gonna talk.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm the same way, and I feel like sometimes
You gotta be
common
open.
sense is not common sense. Sometimes somebody can do you wrong, and you feel like, oh, you know, you did me wrong, right? But just sitting down with the person and telling them,
Communication.
communication,
I suck at that.
communication.
I mean, I could say
Communication is the key.
I like talking to people and stuff, but like when it comes to
I just don't like confrontation because I feel like if common sense is common sense, then
That
you should
part.
know that what you did
That
was not was not nice. So for me to sit down and tell you, break down what you did wrong, is like.
with me,
I'm
it's
not your
like
mom.
I'm gonna give you space. Like even if I was in the wrong, like I'm gonna let you cool down a little. And if you feel like you want to talk about it, then we can talk about it. But if I'm dealing with a person like her, and she say, "Well, you should know what you did," I'm just like, okay,
girl.
maybe I need to back off a little bit because you mad. Like it's not that I don't know I did wrong. It's just
That's
I don't know how to approach you and start the conversation. That's how I did. Okay.
But I'm
But you say you
learning.
like texting, so you can text.
no, that too. I'll leave you alone.
I feel like that with the communication part, you gotta like, you could take some days off, but always come back. That coming back is gonna fix the problem. Cause if you just like ignore it, and then like your relationship is changing, you know, a time of period you don't hear from a person like, dang, we used to talk every day, we used to have this and that, and now it's just dry.
My toxic trait, I'm always in my head. Like even if I'm in a crowd, I'm still secluded to be with myself. So it's like it makes it seem
Introvert.
like like even at home when my whole family's there, I'll be in my room. It's not just cause like I don't want to be around them. It's just I like my own space. So it's like, or it's someone who, like she'll be the type that would be like, you know, trying to
talk to you
and whatnot, and then I'll try to like, you know, be outward, but I still
Sometimes you
revert
feel like
back.
you need to recharge.
Yeah. And it's just my family will make it a big deal and be like, oh, you don't want to spend time with her, you don't like
always in
us,
your
but
room,
I
so.
just I love my own. So like I love it so much.
I feel
I
like
saw many times she's come over.
I feel in my room, bruh. I feel like my friends think I'm boring, like especially in
Yeah.
Texas now. You know, Columbus people, they know that was outward, that was this, but I'm telling you, in Texas, like they think I'm so boring. Like I don't like to go out, I just like to stay in my room. But it's just like I like my own company. I like to watch movies. I like to, stay in my room.
That's just my happiest.
Yeah, I don't really. A lot of people around me, I don't really like that no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it comes with age. As you get
Yeah.
older, you just enjoy your own
You
company.
realize you don't need like
Yeah.
1,000 friends,
Mhm.
you know,
I
2,
remember
3.
when we was little. Oh my God, we loved everybody around us.
Yeah.
Can I go here? Can I go here?
Me and my friends are going here. Can I go?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The friends that you barely don't even care about. Like,
right. Even now.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. So what's next, guys?
So let's get back on the family thing, because this is an
Oh,
issue,
yeah.
especially like within the African community. Like
My Africans, y'all know. Y'all
it's
know. Them
really
African
an
parents.
issue, and we need to talk about it, because I know there's a lot of people right now dealing with it and they don't know how to. Especially like we're going off to like college and stuff, you know, it kind of feels like they want to take control, and they're not really supportive and encouraging you to follow your dreams, and they're not
Push
trying to
you.
see the vision that you're seeing. So I think that's really something we need to talk about.
I feel like they usually say they didn't do that, or no, they'll actually refer to I did this. So if you do that, it's not gonna lead you in the right path. You're gonna
It's
like
not the
let's
path
say-
that I took, so it's the wrong
so you
path.
right, and I feel like not like they have to watch us do certain stuff, but like leave us to experience that for ourselves. I know, like of
You
course,
make no
parents.
mistakes.
Parents naturally they're gonna protect you. They're gonna not let you do this and that so you don't end up here. But it's just like sometimes, let me experience my own. Like,
I mean, our parents wish us well, and I feel like, we are very blessed to be in a different generation. Some of the stuff that we do is like a blessing to us, and for them to watch us grow, it's like, oh my gosh, my kids are going to college. What? Like it. But I sometimes I do feel like some parents transfer their fear to us. So that's just my opinion on that.
I think probably of the image of the family, maybe. A lot of people, like, I know for a fact, like, my mom be talking stuff about other people's children. And, like, I know, like, if someone, let's say someone wants to be, like, a designer or something, and, you see a group of aunties talking, like, she want to cut clothing, like, that's all she want to do, like, she don't want to be, like, a lawyer or, like,
a doctor,
she don't wanna
typical
study
stuff, like.
on pet, she don't want to learn like stuff like that. Like I feel like if you do what you want to do, really. Like when I was
Follow
going to
your
Harvard,
dream, guys.
my mother wanted me to apply to Harvard. I was like, no. Like we argued, and now like she brags about me going to Harvard.
Oh.
So,
They come along, guys. I'm telling you, they
so
come
I'm telling
around.
you, do what you want to do.
They
as
come
long
around.
as
Follow
you know
your
that's
dreams.
what you want to do. So.
Follow your dreams. These parents come on. Like, if you have that conversation with them, like, Mom, I want to do this, and they disagree, like, just pray on it. That's all I'm going to say.
Prove
Just
them
pray
wrong.
on it and prove them wrong. Because
Right.
they will come around. Take it
Right.
from me. They will come around.
But
Right.
Even if you fail
Right.
at it, you learn
At least
lesson
to
from
try.
it.
Yeah.
At least
Right.
to try.
You
Right.
learn, okay, if I take this route, this is where I'm gonna end, and you learn to guide your next generation and not do what your parents did, not tell them, oh no, don't do this. You'll be like, so this is what I did, and this is the road I took, and it led me here. So if you also go down that road, this is where it might take you. Your life is different, but this is where it took me. So if you wanna apply what I got from that path to your path, then you can, go further than I did. Maybe you succeed in what I failed at.
And
That's
even
how
that,
I
you could tell your kids, and then they'll take that and do something different. It
It's
always
better
got
than
to be
saying
what
no.
your parent did, and that's what parents don't understand. Like, they always want us to follow the same footsteps.
They want to
like,
live. I feel like they want to live
limit
through
you.
us. Like they want to live the life that they didn't through
Get
us. Like
ooh,
so
that's
they,
some people's parents. I'm blessed out of that.
You have to be your own
live the
person,
life
okay?
that you didn't get to live. You born me on this earth to, oh no. See, but some parents are like that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was just listening to a podcast like recently, and they were talking about how basically a topic like this, and they were saying that some parents try to limit their kids, you know, because that's all they see. Like, oh, their community or African kids are becoming doctors, nurses. Not everybody, no shade, but not
Everybody want to be an
nurse.
RN, like, what you mean?
But, you know, even being an entrepreneur, like some people are opening their own businesses,
Making more than
making like
all that schooling
Yeah,
you
this
doing.
girl I know, she literally sells designer and she makes like bank.
you see. That's what you were saying.
Even
So,
social media.
Yeah.
Social media, people making a whole bunch of money.
so,
Like, there's so many ways.
you know,
From YouTube.
Right? You
guys are watching us.
do not limit yourself. That's all I'm gonna say. And pray. Do not be afraid to start something new. To start a channel. To so to what? Just be creative. Because trust me, your creativity will make you bank. Just pray on it, and it will open doors. As long as you love it, trust me. And somebody was talking about that all our parents want us to go to school. I mean, yeah, school's important, but
If it's not for you, it's not for you.
Okay.
Don't take all them student loans out just to
That part.
Listen, they did not get all A's in their classes. They're lying.
trust
Not
me.
getting all
honey.
A's.
Dropping all them classes, getting them refund checks back. Like, whole time your parents think you're doing good in school. And you
Like,
You over here doing the work.
Child, you struggling. You struggling.
Like, yeah, I have a B. I have a B in math. Yeah.
Doing good.
Child.
And when you reach your goal, do not settle.
Don't, never.
No,
never.
reach further. You may be comfortable, but don't settle.
Being comfortable is not good, guys. Being
Right.
comfortable is not
Yeah,
good.
you gotta think of the next
Keep going. You can do it.
next
Really
master
get
plan.
better
Do it.
from back there. I was thinking that if you want to, let's say, do your own business, be an MC, you should reach out to people who you see being successful in that field. Like, don't be scared to DM somebody who you think, they got a little check mark, blueprint, whatever that thing is on Instagram. Like, don't be afraid to text them. And like, cause they might really, I swear some of these celebrities really be bored. Like, they actually read the messages and like, one day you'll get a reply. So, or like even local, like people in your church, if they're taking
If
pictures,
it's like an event,
you
just
know,
like, let me do it.
DJ, like, some people be like, I know this one boy wanted to be a DJ. He was like, he's scared to go to a Ghanaian person to ask about it.
Sometimes they don't really be trying to
Help you. You're right.
It's like
They feel like you're
You're
gonna
right.
do better than them.
Yeah,
That's
they
true,
try
too.
They don't really
That's
try
true.
to help you.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Honey,
Talk-
what's
another
for
toxic
you will always be for you. Ain't
Mhm.
nobody can take your creativity. Nobody can take your passion. Nobody.
And
You
I'm
have
not
the
Let anybody
mentality.
knock your goal down.
Yeah, and one thing I also hate hearing is when people be like, "Oh, too many people do hair, too many people do nails."
Do
like,
your version.
baby, you could do nails and it could be different from the nail salon people. Like, it don't have to be
You
the
can
same.
invent the next frontal.
No, for real.
There are different
Everybody's
type of
craft
water.
can be different.
Different companies of water selling the same water. Okay. Just different tastes.
Even Sprite. Sprite said what? They're adding lemonade to their drink. Like, they already have that, but they're making more money. Don't limit yourself. Don't. Because too much, there's money for everybody in this world. Too much money.
Yeah.
Like these scholarships. free
Not
scholarships.
everybody got it though, but
Right.
it's floating around.
Especially in
is.
America, there's a lot of opportunities out there. People don't go to the army, go to school, go to trade school, learn something. Don't just sit there and just be comfortable. Be like, no, I don't want to do this. Do it,
Right.
And see how good it'll be, and pray about it. 'Cause
Yeah, you got
those
to.
two together.
If you are a believer,
yes,
you can't.
yes,
You
if
can't
you are.
not pray. Prayer is the key. Communication is the second key. And networking.
Ooh,
For sure.
that's
Networking.
right.
For sure.
You
I
have to
recently
network.
learned that, like, about networking, like, talking to other people, see what they do. I think when I went to Berea College, honey, I was network and talk to even people who like stuff that, let's say, I'm not really interested in or my first choice. I would talk to them too, see where their head is at. Oh, honey, networking gets you far.
Trust me.
Even for the shy people,
Right.
Yes.
I don't like talking to people like that, but if I have to, I'm like, hey, I see you do this. How did you do that?
Yeah.
Or like joke around, like chat, play around with people.
Or if you are about to go to college and you're in your mind you want to become a nurse. If you know a nurse in your community, your mom's friend, your dad's friend that's a nurse, just reach out to them and ask them their opinion. I don't think that you talk to them and ignore you or put fear in you. Just talk to them just to gain knowledge.
There are some people though, like let's say if you were a OB and I'll be like, oh, what did you major in or what other schools did you go to? And you'll be like, you'll like try to brush me off type. You don't want to answer my question. There are people like that, but there are a lot of like genuine people in this world. Somebody will want to help you.
Yes.
They want to see another black person get up there.
Oh yeah.
So
people want to help.
We have to help each other.
Yeah.
We definitely have to help each other because.
And use yourself. Want to help someone else. Like if you've already been through something and you see someone else going through the same, help them. Don't be that toxic and be like, oh, maybe they'll figure it out on themselves, just like I did. No,
that's not good.
Right? Like
your story can help somebody.
We need to help each other.
Whether big or small, you can. You can help.
It doesn't necessarily have to be money
at all. Just an advice, anything.
What you've been through
can help somebody.
Right.
Your old textbooks from a class.
What?
Don't just hang on to them. What are you using them for? You don't open them for.
It's dusting.
Give it. Like
picking up dust.
There's so much things you can do. So don't just sit around and be like, oh, I don't really have any talent. You have talent.
Everybody does.
Find it.
Everybody does.
And do your best to like improve your trade. And you'll be so happy in yourself. You'll be so glad that, oh my God, I did that. This is my work. Like, and it's tangible. Like, I did this. I'm this way because of myself.
And other people's help too.
Yes. Yeah. It's the greatest feeling. Like, my mom, my brother, my sister didn't just hand me this. I got it myself.
Oh, yeah.
You feel so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Just, hey.
I wanted to ask a question. You know how like some friends, you have a group of friends or like even your own best friend. I'm going back on a toxic people. Your own friend, like you'll have conversation with them and then like they'll be the main one always gossiping or like telling you about other people's lives and not even helping you or like encouraging you, never telling, like you bring up a topic to them and they never like
they change the subject back to them or
watch out for those people. You gotta what quote did I read that tell somebody a good news and see how they react to it? Ooh, you gotta watch for that because
if they're not so like, oh, how you do that? Oh my God, really?
Like
where
asking more about you, girl. Like
if they're just like, watch. Oh, really? Okay, that's fine. I guess that's good.
Because even your own friend could be jealous of you.
And you
could envy you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Even your own, your life that you're struggling in. Outsiders think that like you living the best life, but you are really struggling.
Out here, like you don't know what I'm doing.
They acting. What did Drake say? They acting like they love you.
But they hate you. No, for real.
You turn your back and they're like.
But you always going back to them, telling them this happened to me. This happened to me. You just the vibes, man. Energy is very important.
Watch who you tell your things to, bro. Like,
you got to.
It's not everybody that's happy for you. Remember that. It's not
even your own family, guys.
If you get to the point where you gotta start talking to yourself, then do that. Like I'll do it.
She just came for me because that's all. Type notes. I went to I was talking to somebody and they were like, "You still talk to yourself?" I was like, "Dang, how long I've been doing this?" Because honey, like I feel like I've gone to the level where I'm my own best friend, my own friend. So like even sometimes stuff that I want to share with the next person, I just keep it to myself. But we celebrate like
Yeah, you ever regret telling someone something?
We said,
You ever regret telling someone something like after?
Yes.
Like, damn, I shouldn't even have even told
Why
you.
did I even tell
It's
you?
like, yeah.
Why?
What's the point?
Why did I even tell you?
So watch who you tell
Oh,
because
yeah.
they might
The
be
energy.
going against you.
You know.
and really, so
Their
you don't
feedback.
have to tell everybody everything. Not like, okay, let's narrow it down to like your friend, your top 4 or 5 friends. You don't gotta tell them everything because you don't know what like they're thinking, their mindset when you tell them those certain things. Like they'll be like, she always doing this, she always doing that, always leaving me out. You know, friends have very negative thoughts, and you wouldn't even ever know because they won't say it to you. They'll be behind like the phone and be like, oh wow.
Or even be making a face while you're talking about
Right.
your excitement.
Oh, like,
Right.
man,
It's
you
not-
always doing something.
It's not even just in person. It's while you're texting them too, FaceTime, all of that. So gotta watch out for all of them.
Snakes.
Did we even talk about how to get rid of them? We did, right?
No, did
No,
we?
we
said
just say
cut
cut
them
them
off.
off.
Cut 'em
Yeah,
But
off.
I feel like it's beyond cutting them off.
You got emotionally and physically cut them off. You
'Cause-
don't deal with them. There's a lot
They
of people.
so hot.
Yeah. Okay, make
it's
it
a
if
step.
it's like if it's your best friend.
My best friend.
You can't just cut
and
off
they're
your
toxic.
best friend. Mhm.
First of all, we gonna have a conversation. And
Yeah.
if that conversation don't go well, then I'm gonna have to detach myself a little.
Yeah,
because-
sometimes it's not even about them. You gotta remove yourself from your
Your own
life.
sanity.
You think I'm still your best friend, but I'm not. We're
For
just
your own sanity, bro.
we're not.
Why would you become best friends with someone so toxic?
But you
Why did
wouldn't
it-
know, 'cause,
Why
like,
did it
let's
take
say-
you so long to figure it out?
People don't know. I promise you, people don't know. That like their friends are supposed to like. I don't know. People don't have very good friends. Like they think they're friends just because you go out with them here and there. You plan this. Let one time they come meet
See,
your
there's
family. They're
different
good
friends
friends.
for different things.
That's
Me,
Go ahead.
me, like people will say, "Oh, that's your friend." No. I've learned to choose my friends wisely. Like it's not a person you can see me. You can see me even hang around with like somebody every day. Outsiders will assume that's my friend, but me is not my friend. You know why? A friend to me is somebody who pushes me, somebody I can talk to, somebody who comforts me. Because me, like, I won't say I'm an emotional person or anything, because I have my, since I like to talk to myself, I be like, Gyawa, don't cry, hold it in, or push yourself, be strong, like try to have this wall that I have. But like a friend is you're supposed to be able to break. And like even if you want to cry, somebody to hold you.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah,
don't even have to
something.
talk. Y'all don't even have to talk about it. Somebody just to
Hugs,
hold
yeah,
you.
just
like,
a hug
just
and you just
silent
start.
and be there. Like being there.
Hug.
Being there for somebody is more like it's through situations that you'll really get to know who
Girl,
your true friends
I was about
are.
to say that. I was like, it's not until you go into some deep waters,
Then
honey,
you know who
into
your
some
friend
deep
is,
waters.
okay? And
That's when you find out when your true friend is. Your true friend is.
because you can always find anybody. I can make a friend today. We can go out here. We can go do this. We can do that.
Friend.
Shoot, I just made a friend today.
Okay,
Like, what's up?
like we can hang around, be on the phone. We plan to do this and that.
So
but
what's your definition of
Of
a
a true
friend? A friend, like, is there a difference between true friend and a friend, or is
I
that
feel like-
associate and a friend, or like?
okay, I feel like there's a difference between associate and a friend. To me, let's see, an associate is somebody I can like. Dang, I don't want to put nobody in a spot. An associate is like somebody like me. I say I have school friends. A school friend, like, or a class friend, like
Yes.
people in my class. Like, I'll talk to you here. We don't have each other's number, unless if we have to do work together or I need help or something. Then I'll have your number. But like after that conversation, right there and then, you're not my friend. That's an associate. Is like, wait,
That's a friend.
No, that's an
That's an
associate.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
honey.
So if somebody come up to you while they right there, they're like, "Hey, that's your friend." What you gonna say? Like,
See, I try to not be mean. I just say yes, that's my friend. I mean, you and that person know where y'all stand. It's not really somebody outsider have to ask me, is that your friend? even if I say yes, let's say me and Olivia, we know we're not friends. But like Olivia could think we're friends because everybody has their own definition of a friendship or a friend. So Olivia could think, oh yeah, we're friends. But me, I'm thinking, oh, you just my associate, sis. We ain't friends. But like that's what I'm saying. But and also people don't even have that conversation like, oh, you're my associate or you're my friend. Yeah. It just as the relationship goes, as y'all talk more, that's when it starts building up.
You know, some people are clingy though. Like they're kind of.
Ooh.
Like
I hope I don't experience that in college, cause.
There's gonna be all types of
you can't be friends with this person.
Okay, so you define an associate. Define a friend.
A friend is somebody who teaches me more than I know, like, or vice versa too. Not just you always showing me something. Like I like a friend because I have one friend that like I always tell them that. You make me expand my vocabulary. Like I feel like I speak me. One thing I love about a person is like if you speak proper English. Like when we're texting, you can write your little lingo, slangs and stuff like that. But in person, I feel like I don't even know. I don't want to say finna because now we really kind of use finna, but like. You know, they don't sound proper and it just ugly when you're talking to them. I like a person to talk proper. So like, I'll tell them like, dang, you really, or he'll use big words and stuff like, wow, you really like, make me want to start using this word and stuff.
Or go look it up. And
find out what it means.
While you were looking,
he said, what? Google what this means. That's what I think of a friend.
Okay, what do I think of a friend? I feel like I'm gonna reinforce this or say this. I feel like growing up, as you get older, when you're young, you have a bunch of friends. It depends if you're an introvert or extrovert. But if you're like I remember growing up, I had so many friends, and once you grow older or get older, you have you can count your friends in one hand. And I feel like different events or different situations will expose your friends. If you're a real friend or a true friend, different situation or life events will change that perspective. And I feel like a friend is someone that you might not speak to every single day.
Ooh.
But once you speak, it's like nothing has changed.
Ooh, I love that.
That's a friend. I feel like a friend supports you, either if you're far away or if you're nearby, they will support you. They might not be at every single life event that you go through, but they will check up on you once in a while, still send their gift or text you once in a while to see how you and your family are doing, and stuff like that. I feel like, and sometimes I used to define a friend as if you're my friend, then you will take like my family as like friend or like your family as well. So that's a friend to me. And also a friend is definitely somebody who supports your goals. You might not see the vision, but your friend can be like, oh girl, what you trying to sell Coke, Sprite, water, what? Your friend will never tell you, girl, there's so many Sprite in the store.
Like, let me get the first purchase. Come on.
Exactly. Let me get the first purchase. Can I get a sample of it so I can advertise it for you?
They won't ask you for discounts.
They will not ask you for discounts.
That's not if your friends are doing that, cut them off. Toxic friend. Toxic friend.
You just call a lot of friendships out there.
No discount. If I'm doing your hair, can you... No, 10%. No, that shows that. I feel like that shows that your friend is supporting you. I mean, yeah,
because
sometimes
honey, if
you
you
can
can
go
go
nice
out to the store and when you go to the store, you don't ask for a discount.
Do you go to Gucci and ask for discounts? Huh? So
Gucci is discontinued. Okay.
You right.
It's like I'm just playing joke. I just feel like a friend supports you. That's just. And an associate is
high and by friend.
Somebody who, example, like if you go to a party and somebody introduce you to, oh hi, this is so and so. That's an associate to me. You don't really know them, but you know them from afar kind of thing. That's my definition of associate. I
Like
could
a
be
mutual
wrong, but that's
friend.
how. Yeah, that's not a true friend. That's just somebody I know or somebody I know of.
Or someone in kind of my friend group.
Your friend group, but you don't talk to them
Yeah,
every
like,
single time. But
They,
when you guys
they show
see each
up
other,
at events,
yeah.
but
When you guys see each other, it's like, oh hey girl, how you doing? You know, stuff like that. How do you define a friend or associate?
I mean, we don't have to have a lot of things in common, really.
Mm-hmm.
You just got to be able to teach me something that I don't already know.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Add value to my life.
yes,
Why
yes,
you
most
here?
definitely.
Don't come waste my life.
Yeah.
A friend is not jealous.
be my peace.
And I don't even understand why, like, some people have friends that are jealous of them. Cause I feel like I should be your hype man. Like, you know, we all winning out here. We all look good. Like, not even a group of friends. Like, not even a group of friends. Like
Something.
you look good. You,
Yeah,
I
like,
see-
what is it? What is it? Why do people do this?
I don't even know why.
Honestly,
They're afraid to compliment. Like, let their friend know that you're doing good. You
They
look
can
beautiful.
compliment other
Like,
people that
Other
don't
people,
know.
especially
on
That-
social media.
Right.
Look,
Right.
Support
look.
people on social
But
media.
those
Other
Snapchat
people who
snap.
are not going to see your comment. You are blasting their comments where you look good, girl. Come here, girl. All these emojis and stuff, but
Yes,
you can't even do it
Mom.
for your friend.
come on now.
You can't even comment under your own best friend's picture.
You
but
see
you
that
go and
snap
comment
and
on
just-
Beyonce's picture, telling her she's she's taking away your edges. But you can't comment that under my picture.
Me, I'm not taking away your edges.
You're reposting other people's stuff, but you can't repost my stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's not a friend.
Okay.
I mean, even if you cannot support your friend's business, at least advertise on social media or something.
It's not that
like
hard.
repost, add a picture of their product, buy their product,
Send it to your other friends.
send it
like,
to your
you
other
know,
friends. If you can't send it to your other friends, that means you gossiping about your friend.
I'm
That's
all
just-
about supporting black-owned businesses. So if any of y'all got any, just drop it in the
Just
comments.
send me, like, send.
With me, honestly, whoever, if I'm nice to you, well, not if I'm nice to everyone basically, but like, yeah, if I'm close to you, if I'm not that close with a lot of people, I've learned my lesson.
Selective.
Yes, because I had a group of best friends and we broke off, and ever since then, making friends for me is
It's
just
hard.
been
It's
so hard. Like my trust on friendship just dropped to the floor. So now it's just like people who I've already known for a while. I'm like, okay, yeah, I know you. You know, I know how you move. But as to new friends, I'll try. I'll try with you. But if I see if it's just this little smidget thing off, and I'm out. I'm out.
You go with the vibe and energy, huh?
Yeah.
Very little
Yes.
tolerance. That's what me too. Like,
I'm out.
What
Now-
about people that, you know how like you're gonna try to, be friends with good people?
Mhm.
What if the people are trying to be friends with you because you're good, and they're trying to have you change them? How would you go about that?
change them like how?
Like there are toxic people,
Mhm.
but they feel like when they hang around you,
You're not toxic,
and
so
it helps them, kind of realize, that they need to change a little bit of things. How do you handle that? Because you already said, little red flags make you want to, tap out already. But what if, they're trying to be around you because you make an impact on them?
Yeah, make
Keep
me
them
show
around.
yeah,
Keep
show
them
the
around.
love.
well, like
Keep
you
them
said,
around.
you was like
Don't be fake.
self-awareness, right? So I feel like once you took that step, you feel like I'm a toxic person. Well, I feel like nobody ever admits that they're a toxic
Yeah.
person, but like you feel like you're doing something or your friendship, your relationships are lacking, and you're like around, let's say me, and that you feel like I'm good, I'm a good friend, I'm not really toxic, I
They
have
don't
goals
tell
and
you.
stuff like that. Yeah, they don't tell you. I feel like they already made the awareness that they want it better, so you keep them. I mean, I don't see no reason.
What if
to,
it's draining you? Like they're
Their friendship is draining you.
yes,
Yeah.
they're
They're
They
benefiting
have to
too
protect-
much from you.
yeah.
Mm.
Now that's
because
different.
some people dump a lot of emotional baggage on
Other people.
So now you're left worried about, man, this guy's treating my friend wrong. Like, what should I say to her? You're really trying to, why you should be doing your homework. You're trying to come up with, well, I would say just let them know, but like, hey, you know,
Yeah.
I really
have
want to
that
help
talk.
you. I really want to help you so
Yeah.
much. So, but like, can we limit? Can we, you know, pick and choose which problems to go first?
Yeah.
You know, because there are those friends who think like they dump everything on you, and like they're free of their weight, and but now you're carrying your weight
Yeah,
and you're carrying
theirs,
theirs,
yeah.
so you're just like
And you're
bro.
stressing,
Yeah.
thinking about their problem and
Right.
stuff, trying to figure out ways to help them.
And the crazy part is they will never ask you, but like, so what's going on? Like,
Yeah.
dump on me.
Yeah.
You know, if I dump on you, you dump on me. We are both balanced. With like, there's some balance for you to be able to, you know, help someone else and still help yourself. But when they overstep that boundary, that's when you drain. So with your friendship, you have to at least
Balance.
don't be that toxic friend. If you think your friend is toxic, check yourself. Am I dumping too much?
On my
Don't
friend.
be like, yeah, I'm trying to tell my friend this and she's not helping me. What's going on in her life? What is she doing?
Yeah.
What is her movements? What's her baggage that you are trying to push yours onto her, that she's maybe resisting because she knows, oh, I have this bag, I can't really be carrying yours right now. That's why they're trying to shift you to the side. They're not being toxic, they're trying to handle themselves
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So
Because mental health is real, honey.
yeah,
Mental
it
health
is.
is real. Depression is real. So,
What
yeah.
was you gonna say?
I agree with what she said. Make sure that you don't dump all your baggage on somebody, because mental health is real. Somebody could, not sleeping because of your problem, because they're thinking of ways to help you, and now that's sending them to the hospital or wherever, thinking about where your life event is. So, they say check up on your strong friends. That's something that needs to be done.
Yeah, and
A lot.
and those friends who seem happy, they're not.
Always got a smile on the face.
I've got that before. People act, because I always smile at people. Like everybody that I meet, they're like, "Why are you smiling? What's so happy about?"
People tell me I smile too much.
Yeah.
Like, would you rather me be
Like-
sad?
like, but you don't know what's behind that smile.
Yeah.
Don't let that smile deceive you. They could be, after they see you, and that's like you're smiling at them, and then as soon as they turn around, that frown
Yeah.
they could have just been dropped. That smile could have been gone. So you don't know what's behind that smile. They could be laugh along with them, of course,
Yeah.
but like still, watch them a little bit. Like, hey, you good?
Yeah.
I know you seem happy,
Yeah.
but are you good?
Really
Are
happy.
you good?
Yeah.
Yeah, type shit.
Yeah.
I had a question. If you had a friend and they were toxic, would you realize your friend is toxic? Would you like draw away, or would you like stick around to help your toxic friend not be toxic? I feel like that's my question. But then, because the reason why I'm saying that is because our friends, we can have friends that influence us. So if you have a toxic friend, gradually
detoxify them.
gradually you'll become a toxic person. So how do you deal with that?
I would say first, I want to see where their head is at. Like, do you realize you're toxic? Do you want to help me help you?
So conversation.
If you don't view your toxic tendencies as toxic, you don't see it as a problem, and you don't want to fix it.
And that's a
those
problem
people,
itself.
That's just how I am. No, that's not how you
Right.
are,
Yeah,
That's a
don't
problem itself.
turn it into an excuse. If
Like, that's how I was born. I went through this, so this is why I'm like this. Change. There's always time to change.
Yeah.
Don't
I
just,
ride hard for my friends. I'm sorry, but I'll stick by them. I'll stick by them until I feel like, oh no, I just need to
the
let you
wheels
go.
start coming off.
Yeah.
Nah, bruh.
Until you becoming a toxic friend to me, then I'll cut you off. I'll be like, So I'm I'm very good at cutting people off most of the time without even telling them the reason why, because I just don't. It goes back to what I said earlier. I just feel like sometimes it's just common sense. If you are a person that think about, like, you sit down and think about your daily day and write down, okay, so what did I do today? Did I offend somebody? Like, I'm the kind of person that I could say, oh, I joke a lot and I like laughing. I clown with my family and friends and associates and stuff like that. And I feel like sometimes my excitement can trigger some words that, you know, people are self-conscious. So sometimes at the end of the day, I'll sit back and think about the kind of words I chose and what I said. Did I hurt this person feeling? And just go back and be like, okay, you know. And then people's expression and people, you know, you joke around with people who you know. And some people cannot take jokes at all. So you just have to go with, again, energy and vibe. And that's how you deal with that. Oh, but did I answer the question or?
Yeah, I think you did.
Oh yeah. Also going back to how a person looks, just because they have what people say, excuse me to say, but the resting bitch face. You don't know what's behind that face. You don't know what's going on. Don't just come up to me and be like, watch your face like that. Smile.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what's going on with me. Don't tell me that. So, but I just had to add that part because it goes both ways. If they're smiling, you don't know what's behind it. If they're frowning, you don't know what's behind it. Be aware. Act like you care about how they're feeling.
She said, act.
Not even that.
Actually care.
But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like, see, with the joking thing, like, I don't know, there's a limit to joking. I don't, like, sometimes people's jokings don't even be a joke. They just end up saying it's a joke, not to, like, hurt your feelings, but, like, some people would just, like, say hurtful things, and they'll be like, oh, I was just playing, like, no, that wasn't a joke, like,
you're really serious.
Yeah, so
know
now
who you're
I have
joking with. Yes.
Right, know that person, because now I have I don't like people joking with me at all. Like, I can laugh with you when something's actually funny, when we both think something's funny, but, like, no.
Why do you feel like some joke affect your self-esteem or?
So, not my self-esteem, but it's just like, sometimes I let it slide. Like, I just ignore it. But then if that's where it goes back to me not talking to you about it. Me letting it slide, I need to, like, you know, let you know that what you said, like, don't do that. Don't say something like that again.
Some jokes then become an insult.
And it's not really, right, that's it. And it's not really you really hurting my feelings. Because sometimes I feel like I don't even have feelings because I'm, like, numb to the things people say. But it's just, like, they're actually, like, hurtful. Think of if I was saying that kind of stuff to you. How would you feel? Would you actually talk to me about it, or would you let it slide too? That's why I'm, like, it has a limit to it. Joking, yeah.
That's when I gotta start watching you.
Right. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's how you really feel.
Yeah, like,
that's how you really feel.
Yeah,
People actually think they're actually
somebody's
joke.
Oh,
that's what I'm talking about. Some people's jokes don't really be jokes. It's like something they've been waiting to tell you, and they say it, and if you, like, react to it in a way they didn't expect you to, then they'll be like, "Oh, I was just playing. I was just joking." No, sweetie,
It's like you
so
telling your
serious.
parents, "Oh, on April Fool's, I'm pregnant." But you want to see how they okay, I'll just joke.
Like, you know you about to get an ass whipping.
Like, you know what's about to happen. That's why they're like, okay, I'm just joking.
Some jokes
are
are
expensive, honey.
Any other questions? You guys comment us also. What
Yeah.
this is your statement.
Yes, comment. If you have any other topics you would like us to
Talk
discuss, talk about.
anything you like that we said, let us know.
That you agree or disagree on, you can elaborate. And
Please do, because I hate when people just be like, oh, I don't agree with what she said. Why? Not just why, not yes or no. Like, that's one thing I learned. Like, if I ask a question and you say no or yes, why are you saying no or yes? Don't just...
On your test, they say explain
Right. Ooh, I used to hate those. That's what I'm doing. Explain for what? I said no. I hate those.
elaborate on what
please
you like
do.
and don't like. With this said, this brings our Girls Talk to an end. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.